What's happening? I know you see the boy. You see the boy. You see him. And all of his glory. Look at him. Look at him. I'm worldwide. I'm out here. I'm doing my best. Look at him. Support my boy real quick before I get back to real fiction. Hey, appreciate you, Glam. But all I'm saying is you see the boy. Look at him. Look at him. I couldn't believe it. I waited so long to see him. Too long to see him. SIU though? Hold on. We gotta talk about this. This panel? Hold on. It's disrespectful. Hold on. I want to. Hold on. Let me move Mule Love to the side a bit. This Mule Love. Cause that panel. This panel, bro. Why you look like that? Why did you do that to my guy? Why you look like that? All right. You draw him with maximum effort, okay? With the best utensils, with your best assistants helping you when you're in your best condition. All right? Okay. Now we get out of the way.
A little something like eeny, meeny, rap from the beginning. Smoke a little pack, but the pack never timid. Church, but I'm seeing it. Curse when I'm winning. She need a new back. When it's back, I'ma bend it. Slap up some guinea. Pass me the henny. Watch a nigga black, so react, I'ma quit it. Swerve in the Benzie. Perfume is Fendi. Bob and move fast, real fast, like I'm Ricky. Just cause I'm pretty. Came from the dirt. Showing up a nigga can't handle the work. Ooh, y'all, swing with it first. Young white girl, like a ramble.
Doing hitting so far? Okay, I'm gonna redoing in January. Mule Love, Chicken Love Club versus Lopo BF Family Head. Let's go. Hey, relax. Oh my, whoa, whoa. I didn't want to calm down. Reel that in, right? His job is to open them cages and save them canine people or them houndborns, all right? His job is not to fight the Lopo BF Family Head. It's not gonna happen. Don't worry. I'm a little worried, but don't worry. He's gonna be alright. He's not fighting the family head. I mean, calm that down. I'm not trying to hear that. only Bam could defeat him. CBL. I already know what it is. Anyway, let me get off this panel because this panel is disrespectful. Yes, yeah, surfing. Yes, sir. Surfing. Oh my lord, look at him. Anywho, I actually thought the chapter was dope though. Like, it was a pretty good chapter, all things considered. I think we've been trending in the right direction once we wrapped up with the Bam and White conflict. I actually thoroughly enjoy this chapter. We're not back. We're not, yes, Tower Gods. We're not going to go crazy, but credit where credit is due. I think we've been going up. We've been upticking in the right direction. We're crescendoing upwards, and that's kind of all I ask for in a lot of ways. What's up, Zodiac? How you doing, man? What's up, brother? It's Mule Love time. Already know, surfing. But yeah, what I wanted to talk about was some of the stuff that Asensio was speaking with Aguero about, because I actually found that to be pretty intriguing. And just as a quick side note, oh, I actually forgot this fight was kind of starting. I'm not entirely sure what's happening here. I think this Yama has no more fear, but I guess as a result of him being fear, he couldn't fight at full power, and the Ass Ratchet was like surprised, like, was he always this strong? So I just wanted to say that I used a different, like, obviously scanlation for this week, and actually for the next couple of weeks, it's the same thing. But all I wanted to say is that I actually think Alpha Scans does a pretty good job. So from now on, like, I was using Alpha Scans. I still go online Webtoon. I read the chapter there still to get their version and their translation, and I like it. So just don't worry, he's still getting my view. I can't stand how they've been translating. Honestly, they've been bad for a while, for multiple series, but I really thought when White was approaching Bam, it started to get really egregious. Like, the smallest minute grammatical errors, like, oh, they went to the mall. They went to the mall. Just proofread. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Have I read the future chapters? I made the video. I fast passed. Yes. I already made the video that I fast passed. I'm not talking about anything but this chapter today. Good, just got off work. Hope you're doing all right yourself. I can't complain. I'm alive. Roof over my head. I know my next meal's coming. I got water to drink. Can't complain. I'm healthy. But yeah, This fight though, I'm not gonna lie to you, still with Yam and Yasracha, it's just and Doom. I'm still mostly just interested in the lore with Papa Baylord. I'm not particularly moved by this, but Bam is all right, by the way. They're not worried about him. Neither was I. You know what I'm saying? So, Huariyun check, White Dun check, Mule Love check, Yasrach and Yam interesting check, Kun Essential Karma interesting check, Death Flags, yeah, I feel that. Tower of God is one of their flagship series. It's really disturbing that they don't proofread that out. That's what I would say. I don't know how big the English community for Tower of God is in the grand scale of all the worldwide readers. I'm sure Korea's #1, but I would argue that probably we're a big percentage, so they should probably pay more attention to that. I'm interested in the thick text bubbles. Let's say so the essential conversation, because this is getting really intriguing. Let's just talk about this now, because we're starting to dive into, I think, possibly some family politics. I think we're gonna find out a bit more about Lyboric's true role and position as maybe a dual family, whatever the case is. And the fact that there's war brewing and they messed up the orders, and now like the Pobedao family is getting involved. This is good stuff. Like, I'm pretty interested. Obviously, execution is always going to be the most important thing. This is conceptually brilliant stuff. I'm liking that we're diving into this, because I'm really interested in diving into the families, and I'm hoping that as a result, maybe we get just a bit more insight into the Jahad Empire as a whole, right? I need to know, like, can families influence who gets in there and whatnot? Like, I need a couple more details like that, but. I do like how Aguero held his own against this conversation with Asensio. I would argue Asensio is probably not more intelligent than him, but he had information that he believed that he could hold over Aguero. And one part was like, kill all the regulars. He's like, even a fool would recognize that. Sun Woo was saying he will proofread for free. I feel that. Nah, you gotta pay me, but I'll proofread. I'll do it. I do this a lot. I even translate some stuff from English to French, French to English. So like, just I'll do it, but you gotta pay me. I ain't doing that for free. I ain't doing nothing for free. But how do you guys think this war is gonna play out? Did you guys think this chapter was better than like the subsequent like a lot of the chapters we've been getting for like the last couple of weeks? I really didn't realize it in the moment, but in hindsight. We really like that White and Bam stuff was pretty substantial. That was like at least 3 months, you know. Like, we were here for a while. I didn't realize it. I was like, yo. As soon as we left and we like moved on, I thought that we were just going we're just going upwards. Like, it was good. All right, chapter for you. I feel that. Tower of Baguette. Oh shoot! Don't kill me, man. Y'all funny. But. This was good stuff. Again, I'm not gonna overdo it. I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, it's the best thing ever. We're completely back and all those things. But I like the direction that we're going in. It makes me happy. Now, I'm still very excited to see more of what Macheni truly has planning here, because it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. But most importantly, the Mule Love section. It's kind of scary what's going on here, because he is somewhere where he should not be. I would argue. If that warp gate opens, it's gonna be a problem. Truly. He's just a ranker. I don't think Mule Love is a scrub or he's weak, but he's not a heavy hitter to that degree. So if somebody through that warp gate is a substantial person from the Lopobia family or something, it's gonna be scary. I can't lie to you. When I was reading this, I was kind of worried, but I'm like, I believe, because you're gonna see. I actually kind of prognosticated properly what was gonna happen. I'm thinking ahead. But are you guys worried about Mule Love's safety and danger? I briefly was looking before I started streaming. I briefly was looking through Joe's reaction or whatever. he seemed more worried than I was, because I was like, "Yo, get out of there! Don't be by the warp gate. You don't need these problems, bro. Find a mouse. You know what I'm saying? Leave, get some chicken, eat, and you good. You don't gotta worry about none of that." But it's scary hours. It probably may not happen, but it would be so gas to see Gus Dang versus the Lopobia family had to go at it for a little. That would be incredibly hype. because you have to think that but do you guys think the family heads will even get involved though? Because I really want to see them, and I hope that they do, but there's a part of me that thinks they'll just send people, and they themselves may not actually show up, or they'll stay on like a mothership flagship while like they're like coming in through the warp gate. I'm not sure though. That's how you would get to love. Is what he wants you to believe. He'll probably be fine though. Oh yeah, I don't think I'm not. Here's my thought process. SIU didn't even have the courage, in my opinion. And when I say courage, it's not to say, well, whatever. He didn't have the balls to kill off Arya. Arya, I would argue, is a completely non-essential character that we just met. That's actually on the opposing side. He didn't have the balls to kill her as a consequence of Bam not actually prioritizing the mission or the warp or getting to the jump gate and trying to fight White, and she died as a result of that. So if Mule Love dies, he has to see me in 1v1 combat. I'm going to Korea. It's not a joke. I'm pulling up. Because there's no way you kept her alive. You even kill off White. White is Vincente now, but you're going to kill Mule Love after he hadn't been here since season 2? Nah, bro. That's not flying with me. We fighting. That's all I got to say about that. So, I think he'll be okay. I think he's going to join. I think as Bam kind of changes the public perception of F.U.G. and F.U.G. gets reformed and they kind of are united under their a regular Slayer. I think he'll be a Slayer after this, no longer a candidate. I could see Mule Love being kind of okay with it because they already tried to, like, they're trying to force that Mule Love's main reason for even being involved in this is because of Bam, right? So I think he'll be okay. I'm not too worried. I want to see Asensio fight though a little bit. I really do. So Bam wakes up at the end here. I'm trying to remember exactly what happened. Did he pass out again? Yes, he was fine. He's fine. Like, it is interesting to me that he is completely unscathed. And listen, the only reason why I'm actually bringing this point up, because listen, to me, Bam being like completely unscathed is not a big deal. I don't care. You can argue the sweet fish. You can argue the absorption of the power, or the absorption of the power in conjunction with the sweet fish helped heal him up or whatever, even though he passed out after the fact. A lot of you guys were like, oh, after he beats White and stuff, he's done. He's not going to be able to fight anymore, or he's going to be weakened, severely weakened. I need to see y'all comments. Take accountability for being wrong. What the fuck was y'all talking about? CBL for life. He's fine. He's fine. He's about to go to his next battle and smoke some more people. If we see the Polka Dot Mothership clash with the Lopabia, is there a chance we see the family heads clash? But honestly, I might only expect an interaction. But I would take that. Like, even if it's like they pop a screen up and it's like Gustang and it's like Lopobia family head guy because we still don't have your name. It's gonna be like that will still be hype. Like, stand down, you know, like yo, I got my niggas with me. Like, that shit will be hype. The best thing about Polka versus Lopobia is that this boils up Rachel comeback. I didn't even think about Rachel because Rachel Gustin. That's not a bad point. I wonder. Do you guys wonder if Rachel is running around with Gustang at all right now? Or do you think she went after their own thing? Do you think the reason why they want to take care of Bam for the status of taking him down, or the head wants to meet him for something else? I guess I would argue this is based on your perspective and your interpretation of what's going on. I could see somebody being like, they probably want the irregular for something specific or to see what it is, and like those guys traveled with V and Arlene and whatnot. They probably know some stuff, right? So they probably are interested in him to some degree. But I could see also some people want that notoriety and that acclaim for taking down the F.U.G. Slayer candidate, irregular, whatever the case is, because you'll probably get crazy money, fame, and a promotion, right? So I could kind of see it both ways. Personally, I think that if like they really want Bam, they want him for something specific, or to kind of see like, you know, where his mindset at, or maybe to like talk to him about V or something Arlene related. I don't think. Well, we don't. I guess I don't think this. We know this. Not every family, 10 Great Family is super in love, or, you know, enthralled with what Jahad is or what he's doing. They're not everyone's on his side to that degree. And I think with the Ha family possibly having some issues with at least Yuri, I don't know about Hajin Sung. I can see the Ha family also kind of being like, yo, we don't F with the Jahad Empire no more. So I really think that we're gonna really start trickling slowly into family conflict, and this is what I want to see. Rachel killing Mule Love would be fun. Why do you guys like this? Why? Why must I suffer? I don't ask for much. I'm a simple dude. I don't ask for much. I just want to see if Mule Love surfing. I want Karaka to be Karaka. Like, I don't ask for much. Why do I gotta suffer? You want me what? I'll never forgive y'all for saying what if Karaka was the one that killed Mule Love's parents? Why must I cry? I just wanna have fun, like the rest of y'all. Please. Okay? We don't actually know Lupabia's family rank. Heads rank, do we? Because we don't know his name yet, right? Actually, could probably just check that. I don't recall. Let me turn this off for a second, but let me check that. I don't recall. Tower of God rankings. That's crazy because one of my most popular videos is the Tower of God ranking video. But I'm not gonna lie to you. All I really did was just like read blog post information for the most part. But that's neither here nor there. Sorper Kit, known rankers. We got REA, Bakryun, Pobadao. Actually, yeah, I don't see. Because then we skip to like 36 with Hage, Furo. I'm not going to try to say that. The REA Princess and Hajin Sung at top 100 and whatnot. So, yeah. Like the lowest family head that I see is Yeon Hannah. Yeah. Then it's Hendo. Okay, yeah, so yeah. That Monstrous background, of course. Come on now. You already know, baby. You already know it's Monstrous season always. You already know. Okay, wasn't you having just a hardcore Jahad style? Yes, I know he is. He likes Jahad a lot. I know that for sure. But I'm saying what's gonna be interesting is like, even if, let's say for somehow like the Pobadao and Low Popia family go at it. Bing bong, right? And as a result of what's going on with like Yuri, maybe Hajin Sung, but if the Ha family comes to aid them, is what I'm saying. Like I could see at some point it almost becomes half and half, or at least 4 of the 10 great families totally cut ties to the Jahad Empire. But this is my own headcanon and wants and dreams and expectations. That Montrose BG, more than a stand. Hey, you know, man, we love the GOAT. Lopabia as a Jahad simp, yes he is. I wanted to compare him to Gustang, but guess not. My money is on bug catcher Gustang though. Like if they fought, I mean, based on what I don't know, what would I say? That's interesting. Oh, I want to talk about this part. Okay, so White and Vincente and Bam are here talking, and he's all about like, just because he can't come out now doesn't mean he's dead. White killed my teammates. He's like, I apologize. I won't undo what was wrong. Blah blah blah. But I'll make up for it to you no matter what. And the problem I have with this kind of scene here is it's kind of jarring because Vincente takes over the body, and they're like, are you on our side? He's like, I don't know, maybe, am I not? And he's like, I got nowhere to go. Also, Bam, like, I will atone for it. Like, nigga, what was that for? That's a weird scene then. Like, why do you say all that? You're not even that strong. Like, I don't know. So this is a weird back and forth. And you guys know that what Bam talking about him caring about Arc after and Prince now moving me personally. That works for you specifically. I'm not gonna argue with you. Live your life. Him saying this is not moving me. I don't want to hear him say this shit. He's not dead. He killed my friends. My friends, man. You don't care about them people. So yeah, we've arrived. It's inside the nest. Master. I've always held the belief that another great family would pull up to the nest. Oh, that's dope then. Okay. I'm with that. I want that. I want that for sure. I don't know who it would be, but I guess my best guess is really the Ha family. I don't know who they'd send though, but that would be cool. I'm with that. Get my guy on screen surfing. Yes, sir. Okay, so sorry. Back to what I was saying before. I would put my money on Gustang because I can't say that. I'll be a hypocrite. Hold on. I highly value intelligence. But I do think Lyborg is probably smarter than Caliban, but I think Caliban's smarter. Whatever. In this situation, like Gustang to me just seems like highly, highly, highly intelligent. I think I'd give him the edge. But then Anima, he can control people. I don't know. That's I don't know. We'll have to see what like Gustang's specialty as a irregular is. How hold up against the best Anima user ever in the tower. As a betting man, if you ask me to put my money on it, based on the little information I have, I would give it to Gustang though. I like him. You're all. The Lobopia family head, he not moving me. I don't like. That's probably why I don't like him. Quick video to Elaine, Kaiser. So I don't like him. Since they both have the immortality contract, the fight would probably be stalemate. Is that true? See, I have to do a reread because. And I have to reread all the blog post stuff too because my understanding is they're not immortal. They can't be killed. They are immortal, but they can be killed by an irregular. But am I thinking of Jahad's contract specifically? See, now I gotta go do some brushing up. But I would still be cool if they don't fight, but they just talk. You know. Even if they hint at something from the past, like you never beat me before or something, like I don't know, like it could be kind of cold. Since they both have the maybe they'll be sealing. I mean, immortality, in my opinion, I think I've said this before, but I'll say it again. Being unable to die to me is not necessarily like an unbeatable thing because I think you could be beaten, knocked out, chopped up, and sent across the world, like you said earlier, sealed. They said locked in prison. I said locked up. Like, just not being able to die to me can kind of sometimes be a fate worse than death. Because let's say I can't die, right? And someone's fighting me, and I lose the battle. They separate my limbs. They throw my head in the ditch, but I'm still alive. I'm just in a ditch with no limbs forever, right? So yeah, keep that in mind. And you can still lose. Like, I kind of think of Wolverine and Sabretooth. Like, Sabretooth will go whoop that nigga's ass until he's unconscious. You can't kill him, but he'll beat his ass just because he can. So, like, I don't think being immortal is always like I win now. Has there ever been a decent Lopobia member? Every single one has been a clown apart from Elaine. I like the princesses. I like them. They're fine to me. I like Alfine or Alfine, however you say her name. I thought she was okay. There was like I honestly think I'm forgetting one that I like. Elaine is obviously the best. She's the GOAT. I don't have a problem. I'm not with you. I don't think the Lobobia family. Well, not the Windbird family leader, branch leader was a little meh, but I don't know. I'm not really too low or high on that. Or for God only tower inhabitants can't kill them. Yes, okay. That was how I remembered it. It was like you had to be an irregular to take one of them down. But I think Jahad's contract could have an extra thing to it. The one I know who didn't get it was Blood Matter. So he's literally fucking for his life or his lifespan. Oh, yes, Ratcha. Yeah, he counts. I guess. Yeah, Ratcha's on the clown. I like Yes Ratcha. He's dope. I guess he counts. I forgot about him, so I was thinking about him. Yeah. Neko season. You better see that Ren. I like Ren. There we go. That's what I'm forgetting. Lopobia Ren from RED, the Royal Enforcement Division. Yes, I like Ren. I like him. What's your sense on where Mule Love's character was gonna go? His character won't really go anywhere. He'll probably just fly around, do some things, and be like, "Yeah, I helped Bam. Woohoo!" I don't expect much. I just want to see him surfing and live. I'm not asking for much. I never even thought I'd see him again. So, like, just the fact that I'm seeing him again is really dope to me. Like, I'm not really asking for much of Mule Love. I don't think most of SIU's characters are dynamic anyways. Most of them are static, in my opinion. So, I don't really, like, yeah. I don't know. If you're asking me what I would like to see from Mule Love, if he was actually going to kind of expand on him, I want another panel of him. So I'm looking for another panel. What's the panel I like this panel actually. What would I like to see from Mule Love? I want to see him fight for sure, but that's not to do with his character really. It would be. I would be cool in seeing him up, kind of keep climbing the ranks because he's just a ranker, advanced upper to high ranker. That'd be cool. I wonder if he'll join F.U.G at all. Someone in my comment section when I was scrolling through it briefly. I'm sorry, I'm behind on comments for like 3 videos. I've been busy. They said they could see Mule Love joining Haigh Sung. I'm not sure what the thought process there was. I'm not mad at it though. Like if he was to join them, that'd be cool. But I don't think his character is probably gonna go anywhere. Now, I would like him to actually go on his journey. Not his journey, but like if a Gus is being like genuine and tells him which person in F.U.G was the one responsible for the death of his parents, I would like to see him go through that like turmoil or whatever. You know what though? Mule Love has a lot of good introspective moments because even after the praise and the untrustworthy room with Bam and Viola, if you will, he really regretted his actions. Anywho. You need Ren in the backwood? I don't know, man. He kind of cold. Fair, same. Didn't expect to see him again. Yeah, that's why. Like, it's like for me, this is such. It's so crazy to me that he's even here doing stuff. So, but I think his role here is minimal. I think he'll help. You know, the cage of the Houndborns you'll see. I think he'll help free them. If someone's going to come, like towards his area, but anywho, I'm calling it now. But this is good. Like, Macheni's planning. Asensio's here. I really want to see Asensio get some action. I hope that he's like cold. Like, I know he's supposed to be a really good spear bearer, and for whatever reason, we're like, I would argue SLU's fake. He fake cares about positions again. Like he'll just randomly yell out like, "Oh, you're a wave controller," this and that, yada yada. So maybe we could truly see what it looks like if you're a master of the spear. At least in the vein of the Kun family. We're probably gonna see some direct descendants from the age of Genesis. That'll be cool. I'm okay with that. More direct descendants will be fine. I don't have a problem with indirect descendants though, but I would like to see some of that. I honestly like want to see more like direct descendants or not direct descendants of the Blood Matter family. There was the one guy we got. They said his Shinsu or his defense was really high because he's got Hendo blood matter blood. Well, oddly enough, in my head, this is just headcanon. This is not true. This is just me speaking. I actually think he's the last family head we should really be introduced to and learn things about because he's kind of different from the rest of them and treated differently. I'd like him to be the one we see like last, but if we don't, it's not a big deal. The possibility of not happening is kind of high because if I remember correctly, I have to go look this up again maybe. Let me just look it up now, make sure. Didn't they say that Kunadwan in conjunction with Blood Matter was like a really dangerous duo, or was it somebody else? I gotta look at it now, but let me see. Let me find it. Blood Matter Hendo Lock. Macheni's for sure the character I'm the most interested to follow this arc. Oh, absolutely, Macheni, 100%. I'm so glad to see get into politics. Oh yeah, the family politics. The sense of how some families feel about Jahad and his rule. Absolutely, I need that. Just don't play the BAM card for starters. If SU plays its card drop, we can save this arc. We will see. We shall see. Let me see now. Yes. Hendo usually takes the role of defender, a rare position that protects the spear bearer or the light bearer during battle. It is said that when he teamed up with the once greatest spear bearer in the tower, Kunai Duan, they were unstoppable. Naturally, as a higher ranker, Blood Matter is capable of filling any position magnificently. What the hell just happened to my brain, to English? What just happened? What just happened to me? That's crazy. But yeah, that's what I was right about that. They're like a deadly duo. Wait, what did I just turn off? What the hell? Oh, I closed it. Come back to me. Let me see. Sorry. No, I don't think so. We haven't seen anybody from the two Puri family. I don't think so at all. I don't think so. That's probably the one. Actually, that's a good point. That could also be another family we see last, but I don't know. We haven't seen anybody in a long time. Don't look at the Love Will Be a Family wiki. Can say more than that. All right, cool. I got you. Do you think Hatz is a descendant of anyone important in the Age of Genesis? He he better off being a nobody. I am a very big fan of a lot of these stories not always being about your family lineage or what lineage you have in terms of blood, in terms of special skills you inherited from some ancestor you have and stuff. I'm a big proponent of people who are just a regular person fighting against that and overcoming those odds. Hatsu to me was going to be the example of a swordsman that's not from the REA family that would be able to go against them. Remember that Shinsu, it gets more and more dense and acts more and more as a liquid as you go up the tower, right? Which is why most people will discard it for a needle or something. And I thought, my belief and hope is for Hatsu to be that exception. No special bloodline, not connected to anybody important. He's just some regular, through hard work and dedication to the blade, becomes raw. Now, I have abandoned all those hopes and dreams. I don't think that's the case anymore, but that's what I wanted for him, personally speaking. It just is what it is, though. You can't fight against what be happening, you know what I'm saying? Bro, where did my, why did this happen? I just got here. Has Enryu arrived yet? No, yes. He has not. For old time's sake, you wanna read SIU's blog, LMAO? I just wanna get some stuff that's not in my head, back in my head again. That's all. I've been a little bit I haven't been doing my due diligence in terms of keeping myself constantly informed of all the things. I mean, this is an incredibly dense series. We all know this. It's a very dense series, but still, like I gotta do. I used to always brush up, continuously read, revisit. I haven't been doing that. I've been a lot busier, so I don't have the time to. But I still, that's not an excuse in my opinion. So I need to kind of do a refresher. My hopes for Hatz can still happen. Can, will, should, probably, whatever. But I don't believe it. I'm done. Okay, I'm done with him, and I'm done with my hopes and dreams for him. If I would love to be wrong though, so if I'm wrong, I'm great. But do I think Haas is going to think important? Really? No, not really. I've abandoned my hopes for him. That's just me though. I think it would be cool, even if it's not related by blood, but maybe there was someone from the age that actually uses the sword in the style of the higher floors that could teach something to Haas, like an ancient sword style that's useful in the tower. I mean, I thought SIU was kind of going to instill some lessons into Hatz about the blade when White was out killing, and he's like, you killing him. He's like, bro, this is a sword for murder. This is a weapon for murder. If you don't want to become a murderess, put the blade down, you clown. And then what really killed it too after that is like it didn't amount to anything. And then Hatsu's swords, I'm sorry, I don't like Donghei at all. I don't like that sword. I would sell it to get some fucking money and get me an actual raw ass blade. What the frig is that crap? It's not moving me. I understand a lot of you guys. You guys understand how I am. You know, like I've been here for I'm not gonna like. I don't know how long some of you guys have been reading this stuff, reading the series and whatnot. Like a lot of I've been here for a decade, right? And just a lot of stuff I just really don't think is just gonna go in the direction that it was initially set up for whatever reason you guys believe. The editors messed it up. It got popular. The whatever. SIU got sick. He's rushing because he's hurt. Whatever the reason is, I think that there's been a paradigm shift in things that matter or things that did matter and now and currently matter, and SIU's going with whatever he changed to. And I think Hatsu is going to be one of those things that gets left in the dust as a result of that. I'm not saying he'll never get another cool moment or speech or something, but I really think that's done. I really think so. I'm not gonna lie with you on Donghei or whatever it's called. Yeah, that sword sucks. I'm sorry. That sword goes against everything White was saying. True. Again, I'm okay with Hatsu having his beliefs of the sword and trying to go about it that way, but I think we're at the point that we got to accept this is a series where you come from, who you're related to, and those two things together really is going to matter a lot more than you just being, I work hard, I really train, I want to be a strong ranker. that stuff doesn't matter at all anymore. So I need some of us to give one that. Give me 1 second. You guys heard the doorbell going crazy. 1 second. Sorry, I'm back. So season 1, I'm back on track. Season 1 character I think that's gonna get like still matter. Rack and Aguero as a fact that they're just close to Bam are always gonna have a certain level of relevancy. Rack probably being a special race ancient, and Aguero being a direct descendant. Oh, saying like yeah, I think this is a series that we're like. It's actually, I would argue, One Piece has descended to this too. Like where you come from, who you're related to, and whatever you inherited from those ancestors or whatever. It's more important than you being a nobody who can get to a level of strength with hard work, dedication, blood, sweat, and tears. I'm not sure why a lot of these stories really love to harp on that kind of stuff, because I think I always say this. When it comes to the narratives that we read and we talk about and everything, I truly believe that the lesson and the takeaway is important. And I don't think these are good lessons. Like, what? You weren't born rich, or you weren't born with this or that? Well, you'll never amount to anything. That's why I really like underdog stories, or when, like, a regular character is beating some super genius from this clan or that whatever lineage. That's why I'm most a fan of that kind of stuff. In Canada, it's probably $11 for one. Yeah. How much is a Whopper here? Like, just a burger is probably like $8, honestly. I don't know. I don't eat fast food like that, so I couldn't tell you. I'm not brain dead. Come on now. And Anak and Dorsey are two characters I think from the first season will matter to some degree. I don't think Laurie will. I don't think Hatz will. Whoever else I'm forgetting. Anak, because Anak at the end of the day is the only character we know is a demi princess. That's always gonna be highly important. And then Dorsey is also a princess of Jahad, and we know at some point we're gonna have to focus on them as a group. I don't know if we're getting the war arc everyone keeps talking about, but that will come full circle at some point, and maybe and at some point we're gonna have to learn specifically, truly, 100% why Jahad or the powers that be in the tower do not want the princesses to procreate. There's probably a good reason. I think that'll tie back into Jahad and to Anak and Anak's mother. So yeah, Shanji's genes, Joe, yep, cough, yeah, and Luffy's had already been established as that too. But yeah, I'm just. And there's this really whack series with a ninja in a bright orange jumpsuit that betrays this entire theme of hard work and dedication and for destiny and fate. So I really like stories where somebody who's very, very normal gets to their level of strength or notoriety and claim through blood, sweat, and tears and hard work. Or smart work. I'm okay with smart work. You don't have to be hard. It can be smart work. You use the system, then flip it on his head. So yeah, Neon Ninjas from Fortnite. You know that guy? Yeah, that guy, that clown, that bozo. So, anywho, the chapter was solid. Young Sleep, I know Young Sleep. Like when I think about Laura is still one of my favorite characters. But I'm gonna have to let him go. I can't remember who initially said this to me, because this comment actually was one of the few comments that got under my skin when I was reading it. And the guy basically, whoever the commentator was, attacked me for caring about season 1 characters when characters like Doan and Cha were introduced. He said they were immediately more important and vital for the rest of the series just because of what they are. And I'm like, I can understand you kind of saying that about maybe Allure. Though I still think Laurie has value as a character, as a whatever, because he's a subset of the Eurasia families that Fonse call, but that's neither here nor there. You can't look at me and tell me Dorsey and Nak aren't important straight up just based off their title or what they are. So that wasn't even a good argument in my opinion, but I digress. I mean, the princess's procreation is self-explanatory. Jahad's power will be spread even more. I think that's way too simple. Personally speaking, I think it's too simple. I understand that's the rhetoric they want us to go with, and maybe it is that simple. It's like, oh no, we just don't want a bunch of them creating these stronger characters that would just have like the power of blood. Remember, it's not literally Jahad's blood; it's some procedure. But then again, I don't know if I fully believe that it's not really his blood. So it just depends on how you're interpreting it. I've always believed there was just a bigger, more underlying reason for all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, Serena's still important, Ben. Is Serena the girl who tried to break through the wall with Hatz? Not Hatz, with Ship. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But yeah, Chief, I think there's another underlying reason. That was my belief. But I do think, I guess, power can, but like to outlaw it, to make it a big deal to that degree, like I don't know, it's got to be more to that. The Jahad princess concept is wild when you think about it. The entire generation of female geniuses fight, sometimes to death, all for the chance to not procreate. It's basically weakening the other family's power. You know what? I never thought about it that way. I agree with that. That's kind of brilliant in the grand scheme of things if you really think about it. That's pretty brilliant. Because you're assimilating the other family's extremely gifted female fighters into yours. And then they're not allowed to procreate. That's actually kind of true. I never thought about it that way. You might just inspire the video topic. I'm not going to hold you. You might just add it. Hold on, let me screenshot this. Yes, sir. Because I'll forget. That's dope. I like that a lot. It's a great comment. All right. I'm trying to think of anything I think to say about this chapter. Oh, I will ask you guys a question here. And I'll put it in the title, and I'll have like a warning, like here, for like a spoiler warning. But would you guys be cool if I did specifically like fast pass streams and content? Like I'm not gonna post it on YouTube until it's time because I know how they are with it. But I can put it behind a Patreon wall or something like that. But like I'll stream it, but I'll delete the stream after because I don't want it on here. But would you guys be okay with that? Because I kind of want to talk about some of the future stuff. And then when 3 weeks pass, and then that's no longer spoiler territory, I'll post it in public places where other people could consume it. So if you guys are cool with that, then I wanna get that popping. Then okay, cool. All right, I'll see what I can do. I'm thinking about it because I kind of want to go all the way right now. I just go all the way and catch all the way up to the latest literal chapter that I can find, and then stop, and then talk and do what we gotta do and wait till I catch back up again. But I'll probably for the rest of my whatever this is my YouTube career, I don't know, I'll keep fast pass reader starving. Okay, I got you. I'll feed y'all. Yeah. So okay. But anyways, thank you guys for coming. You guys have yourselves a mighty fine day.